Today we're in Longmont, Colorado at the site of the Spirit Halloween that took over this former Big Lots. This is also a former Kmart, if you can believe that. So this whole thing behind me was a Kmart. Big Lots took over a portion of it. Big Lots, of course, is gone now, and now Spirit Halloween is here. This one should have a full ISE and should be just a normal size store. So let's go in, shall we? All right, here it is. Here's how they did it. They put this Spirit banner up there on the spot where it said Big Lots. And this is what it looks like. I think that must have just opened within like the last maybe 3-4 days. I originally wasn't even sure I was going to be able to do this one. And you can see it still says opening soon, even though it is open. Wow, that's a big banner. Okay, so this is a different take on the entrance area. They have Jack the Reaper again. Hi, how are you guys doing? All right. Does this one look at you? There we go. I don't know if this one looks at you.
I follow you around.
Yeah, this one's not looking.
Creep along with the monsters under your bed and turn your dreams into nightmares.
All right, so we could hear Jack the Reaper better on this one than Boulder did anyway. That's okay though. Boulder's was a smaller, quieter store anyway. This one does not seem to be working. This is the Crypt Countess, and I do believe we saw that one at another store. Got Valak here. I think we saw this one at Boulder, which I believe you will have seen Boulder if you've been keeping up on the channel. Unfortunately, that one doesn't seem to be working either. Here's Bullseye, just spinning away. That's a nice touch. Nice. And this one might be, this one's on a button again. I'm not going to watch the whole thing again because we saw it at Boulder. A lot of the same ones. That one was working fine at Boulder. Same with that one. This one, I'm not sure. This one doesn't have the tongue thing coming out, so I don't know if it spits candy out or if it... I don't know how this one works. No idea. It kind of seems like it would spit candy out, but I don't know. This one, of course, we saw this at Boulder. I really like this animatronic this year. This is cool. Got Jumping Spider, which they already hit. And then we got the Fire Demon here. I think I couldn't figure out what this one was called at the other store. So I'm glad I know what it is now. It's the Fire Demon. We got Monkey Business. Do we even need to do him again? We've already done him a bunch of times over the times. Back Ben Bonnie, of course. Let's see if I can get a weird angle of this one. Inside of here, this is similar to the Boulder store, very similar. Although this set of lights is working, both sets of lights are working on this one. Didn't seem like one of them was working at the other store, but then this one is also maybe slightly less well assembled. Actually, having that not be quite assembled right makes this even more realistic. I still like all the nice touches though on this. Like there's just so much detail. I still love it. It looks like the ads are similar, but here they're actually lit up on some of them. I still wonder if there's any there like a complete train car where they have like these two halves like back to back. I kind of doubt it, but it would be cool if they do. I don't know if we really need to peek inside too much because it's going to be the same as Boulder. Although maybe this volume on the phone is better here. Of course, you got the rattle board, and when you push that, it makes the speedometer and voltage change. I don't know. This one is really hard to hear. It's easier here at the Boulder store. That's the only thing that I think is a struggle with that, but then it is realistic that the volume would not be loud on that. God, there's just so much detail. So much detail. And look at that. That is so cool. I wonder if maybe next year they're going to do an airport theme. Is that what that's suggesting? I don't know. It would be cool to see an airport theme. Have a big old cutout of an airplane you can walk through, except you'd have to have the wings chopped off, because otherwise it'd take up a lot of space that most stores won't have. God, that would be kind of cool. It'd be funny if that was actually an Easter egg. I doubt it, but... Alright, similar stuff again on this. This usually doesn't change too terribly much. I don't know if I saw that before though. Light up stakes? That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I also have it in pumpkin, although I don't know. I guess those light up too. Wow, that's nifty. That is really, really nifty. Different window decor. I've seen the pumpkin bags like that before. It's kind of a nice way of using your leaves temporarily. I don't know if I've seen it. Oh, they might have sold it at Spirit. Maybe I just hadn't noticed it, but kind of curious to see if we see different costumes, since this is a bigger store a little bit. A little more space to have a little more variety. I didn't notice the Minion hat at any other store, but it's possible I missed it. Or maybe they just didn't have in stock yet. It's always possible. They got the clown mask there, Art the Clown. More South Park stuff. I distantly remember the episode where that's from. Distantly remember it. Oh, they got Wizard of Oz costumes. I kind of saw this at the Cheyenne store. I almost pointed it out, but I think I ended up cutting it from the final version. They do have all of this kind of stuff for costumes, though.
Sorry.
Oops, sorry. You're good. I know, some of them are on sensors. I know. Oh, dear. Got Wolverine and Toy Story. Oh, this is different. Does this do something? I don't even know what they call this. It looks like it's just a... What the heck? I don't think I've seen a display piece like that in Spirit. They usually do have like a section. They usually do have like a section for animatronics in their store like that that's off to the side. That's normal. But what was unusual to me is that that's like a huge, you know, like display piece. It's not necessarily a particular animatronic. I have no idea what that thing is in reference to either. So if you know, tell me in the comments. They have lots of animatronics sit out here. I think we've seen Cerebus, or how do you say that? Cerberus? I don't know. I can't say it right now. But I think we've seen that one before. I saw these at Cheyenne's store, and I thought that was kind of cool, the fogging skull piles. It's kind of nifty, because it ends up I could imagine what it would look like. It would definitely look a lot like it does in picture in a way. A little different maybe, but the point is it would look like it's actually on fire or something like that, without actually being on fire. Gordo, I've seen him before. Huh, that's interesting. So they give QR codes for seeing them in action. So I guess I'd take you to their website, I assume. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not gonna try it, I don't need to, but I assume it would take you to their website because I do know they have the videos of the animatronics on there. God, I didn't notice these ghosts at the other store. That one's kind of funny, a little plant thing. A little planter almost. Huh. Wait, they have glassware now? Since when do they have glassware? Is this actually... Whoa, that is glass. Wow. They actually have glassware. Like glassware, not plastic. At least it doesn't feel like plastic to me. Man, I don't think I've seen that at a Spirit before. That is different. They got Garfield slippers too, all the slippers. I don't know if there's anything too different here from the other store. I actually do like the do not enter thing. I don't know if that would ever come in handy though, because usually a doormat's meant to greet people, not tell people to stay away. So I'd imagine it would not work the way you'd expect it to, in a literal sense. Anyway, let's come back to this part. They got all the masks. I don't know how detailed I need to be because the masks are similar to the other 2 stores now I visited. A lot more variety of ghost face in one spot. I don't know if I've seen the gold one before. Or that one. That one kind of almost looks like the Scarecrow. That's weird. How weird. Oh yeah. Well, there's a glimpse of the old Big Lots. They still have some of the shelving up. Looks like bathrooms are right over there. Huh. That was not intentional. I just happened to notice I could see through there. Yeah, this was Big Lots for sure, though. A more modern one at that. They had the furniture in the middle, I'm sure, considering that basically every detail of this store looks identical to my Cheyenne Big Lots, except backwards, because in the Cheyenne store, the bathrooms are on the other side, and yada, yada, yada. Very similar. Of course, every year they have all these lights, projection lights. I didn't pay attention to this at other stores. I don't think Cheyenne had it, and I don't know if, I can't remember if Boulder had it. If they did, I didn't explicitly notice. I want to come over this way for a moment. They do have all this formula gear. I'm pretty sure one of the other YouTubers, like their, 1 mil plus, end up getting to go to see some of the pit crew thing or whatever the movie was. I can't remember though. Yeah, I don't know how much else there is that I can do can capture that's particularly different, like extremely unusual from what we usually see. I can't remember if they had tasers before. That's different. So it does seem like they have multiple names on these. I did actually watch the Top Gun movie not too long ago. think I've watched it twice now. Pro golf. Caddy jumpsuit. That's funny and cool at the same time. They even have golf ball pieces, although I don't think these are like proper golf balls. Those seem very lightweight. Doesn't Amanda in GTA 5 wear this hat? Or a very similar one? When she does the tennis and stuff. Man. Yeah, some of the animatronics though, definitely same as previous years, but definitely some new ones too. And a little bit less emphasis on clowns. I seem to remember some people complaining about the clowns during the carnival ISE, but of course back in the carnival one, what do you expect? It's a carnival. I don't know. But I get that some people just don't like clowns, and that's okay. Yeah, they got the games. They got a Scooby-Doo one, Monopoly, a regular Spirit Monopoly, and a Beetlejuice Monopoly. More of these decorative chickens. I don't think I see too much different on the front part there. Excuse me. I don't know how much time we need to spend on this part. It's just the standard thing again. We've already gone through the aisles a couple times at the other stores, and of course it's not my demographic anyway. That is actually cool though. Is he on Jurassic Park themed? That's cool. Probably too small for my head. It looks small, but that is cool. So you could theoretically dress up just like a one of the people in Jurassic Park. Not the biggest Big Lots store, not the smallest. Definitely on the newer side of things. I don't know if we need to spend too much more time. Like, I think I've seen everything that intrigued me for the most part. I might grab a few photos before I head out, and that'll be about that. Looks like they are doing another giveaway thing. I think this is like the second time I've seen them do this that I explicitly remember. Okay, so I was just taking a few photos, and I noticed this one actually has that panoramic LED screen that you usually see in buses, trains, and other public transit vehicles like that. So that's a nice touch. Is it just me, or is this spot that's broken away look like something straight out of like GTA or something like that? Okay, one more thing I should do is take a quick gander at the shirts, because I know that varies from store to store sometimes. A few different ones I haven't seen. They do got the Ghostface shirt again at this store, and looks like a normal Jack the Reaper shirt there. There's all the designs. There's that one. Why can't I think of that game right now? I don't know. Probably because it's not my thing, but that's okay. Squid Game, there it is. Yeah, that's Squid Game. Yep, nothing too crazy different, but a few little differences. Okay. So they have the walkie-talkie thingy that changes your voice. I guess it changes to those ones. And it also comes with a fake knife that does kind of come to a point a little bit. Oh, okay. Well, sorry for whoever commented, I guess. I just figured it out. So it is a Squid Game thing. Except this, of course, is a blow-up thing, whereas this is a solid thing. All right, well, that's nice to know. Explains why I didn't get the reference, because I haven't really paid attention to the Squid Game stuff. It's not my cup of tea, but they do have Five Nights at Freddy's gear. I have a friend that actually did well, sort of a friend, an old friend that did a whole fan-made series thing about Five Nights at Freddy's, so yeah. Seeing that reminded me of that. Did my battery die? Yep. Battery died. Oh no, that's not bueno. My fear came true. Okay, so my GoPro messed up on me. I'll talk about it in a second. Gonna go ahead and let's see about rolling out though, I think. I love how they put that big banner in here. That's gonna do it for me here at the Spirit of Longmont Big Lots. I got the video, but just in time for the battery died, and the battery died as I was coming out, so I had to switch to my phone. It's fine. No idea how I'm gonna get the battery out of my GoPro though, because the paper thingy that you have to pull on snapped off when I was trying to pull it out. So I don't know how I'm gonna get the battery out now. I'll have to look it up on YouTube, I guess. Of course, by the time you guys see this, hopefully I will have figured something out. I do got backup GoPro batteries, so it's not the end of the world, but man, I knew that was gonna happen at some point. In a way, I had a hunch. Oh well. I want to give a quick shout out to my channel members right here that support the journey, make it easier to continue documenting places and sharing places with the world. And until next time, peace out. Yeah, see this, guys? This here is a tab that it should connect right here to the GoPro so that you can pull, to the battery so that you can pull the battery out. But it snapped off when I was getting ready to switch it out. I've never had that happen before, but I had a feeling it was eventually going to happen. That's definitely my one fear with this. Not a good design. Shouldn't do that.